Last time on the Somnium Files. Cars, restaurants, streets, drag queens, the entertainment district, the yakuza, and presumably a whole lot of other shit besides that we just didn't pick up on. Hello and welcome, one and all. My name is Mitsuda. I am a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries, and we are here once again with the next episode of the Somnium Files. That man is in fact dead. We killed that guy. Anyway. Nana, hello. Nice of you to show up today. When we left off at the end of last stream, there was a Gatling gun for some reason. That was weird. Are we just not gonna talk about it? Is that okay? Okay, sure. An old-fashioned Gatling gun. Oh yeah, you know, it's one of those vintage Gatling guns. Oh man, that thing's a real collector's item. Could pawn that thing off for a king's ransom. Anyway, we found this congressman inside this yakuza office, which seems like it should be more important than the game's making it out to be. Actually, there's a window. But, I guess this is just where we drop off. So, apparently, last time you told me to remind you to check the character files. If you insist. Right, wait. None of these are listed here. That's not helpful at all. It wouldn't have been that easy. I mean, I didn't commit specific numbers we were looking at to memory anyway. I'm sure the game will give us what we need to know when they decide to finally let us pull that trigger. First, we gotta talk to this clown. For some reason. So our yakuza... So this guy here is the absolute bottom of the barrel for the yakuza. And this guy here is near the top. And yet their responsibilities are completely identical. Wow, it's almost like things like rank or titles are totally worthless in this life. Man, how terrible would that be? And, here's Kagami. We all love Kagami, don't we here, folks? Hobbies are train surfing and extreme ironing. What's extreme ironing? Is it... How extreme can ironing be? Such questions may very well never be answered. Sejima. Sejima doesn't particularly strike me as a culprit type. I mean, for one thing, he's rich, so he wouldn't, you know, go out and do it with his own two hands. He's got people for that. Boss. Shooter. Mama. Gender neutral, likes tending bar and selling info. Well, we've all gotta have a hobby, I suppose. Anyway, I'm very obviously desperately putting this off, but guess we're stuck here, as it were. Oh boy. Well, that sounds like the present. Let's get this over with. Eh.
This is all really suspicious.
God, I'm not used to being alone in here. It's kind of creepy. We're driving directly into the sun, too. That's probably terrible for your eyes. You could at least put a shield down or something, Criminy.
What is?
Congressman Sejima and the Kumakuras.
So suspicious, it's not really suspicious, if you know what I'm saying.
There's definitely something going on there.
I agree.
What were the weights we were looking at? The victim himself. What was his name? Renju was what, 158 pounds? If my memory serves, the barrels were... what, 50 a pop? And the barrel that was... yeah, I don't remember how much that weighed. I could throw off our number by quite a bit. My gut is telling me our culprit is a bit on the scrawny side, but... with the numbers in front of me, I won't swear to anything.
But I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I mean, I imagine it's linked somehow, otherwise they wouldn't put it in the game, but... linked to the killings could mean many things to many people.
We need to do further investigation.
And for some reason that involves talking to Oda. You're now hallucinating violently that Aiba's in the passenger seat. Rearview mirror, you can see the scenery through the rear window. Because that's generally how rearview windows work. Alright, Aiba, talk to me. Girl in the passenger seat. Girl in the passenger seat? Date.
Hey, you! You can't just break into someone's car like that. Wait, your body is transparent. What the?
Oh, Date, you do love doing bits, don't ya?
How did a jellyfish get in here?
Very well articulated for a jellyfish. Though possessing exactly the correct amount of brain.
So shiny, too.
Yeah? Well, you know what else is shiny?
You utter idiot. It's me.
Yeah. I've already had one family member fall for that. Not today, Aiba. Too fast for ya.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
Mizuki?
It's me.
Boss?
Boss.
Date, seriously.
Then, are you... Mom?
Idiot. You must have increased your dosage too much.
My dosage? Anyway, you're Aiba, right? Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would protect myself. You seem lonely.
Oh, gee, thanks, Aiba. That was uncalled for.
How are you doing this?
Great, thanks for asking.
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
Alright, good talk. I really don't think So and Moma are that suspicious. But this is an unrelated case. You know, could be good for our, end of season review or something.
Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet.
Oh gee, you can always trust those. This'll be worth our time.
Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Sure, why not? I got nothing better to do. I don't need to see the road in front of me. That's crazy talk.
Please.
Mr. Sejima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle.
Okay, but if it splits open and a larger, even fancier castle full of tigers and shit comes out, I am leaving.
But 20 years ago, So Sejima lived elsewhere.
They did mention in his character profile that he grew up poor.
In the Kawasaki district, to be exact. He lived there until he was 40 years old.
So the same district where all sorts of shit happened, I'm led to believe.
The Sejima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen.
30 billion yen? That's like $10. My god.
The Sejima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
Suspicious timing.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area.
Which I imagine wasn't all that great for the property values.
And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value.
And the original value was in fact 30, a nice round number.
What are your thoughts?
Well, it's doubtful they deliberately caused the explosion. If they were planning to sell anyway, that wouldn't have profited them in any way. But the timing is, as I've said, suspicious. If we assume this is something and not a total red herring, it would either be Sejima knew it was coming and, wanted to get the hell out, or they did it for unrelated reasons and just wanted to make sure their money stayed theirs and, existent.
The timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
6 months is an awful long time to plan ahead for something like this, regardless of which option we're going for.
There is another interesting fact.
What is it? Does it involve that discovery on Mars they made a few years back of the, frozen bacteria?
After the accident, So Sejima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Sejima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like you got anything out of it.
That's what I'm saying. He threaded the needle suspiciously well, but he didn't benefit from this in any way, that would we say.
That would be true, but there is more to this story.
God, will you just finish your story? Leave all comments till the end, my god, we're on the clock here. We're not really, but
There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed... we will have to continue this conversation later.
I bet you're going to be dead before we get a chance to go over this again, aren't you?
I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss?
Oh, you're not important enough to get a name or character profile. This is horrible. I'm so sorry for you.
My name is Akaska from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier.
Okay, I imagine you get a lot of those.
A prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
Prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen.
I don't like your tone of voice, sir.
Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
Oh god, it's Zero again.
What is this call concerning?
I know killed Shoko Nadami. And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain.
They don't do those in Japan, though, do they? Also, your audio level monitor appears to be a bit inaccurate, I must say. Should probably get that looked at. Stuff like this is important.
He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive.
Alright, that strikes me as the sort of thing you wouldn't have shared with the mass media. So a knowledgeable outsider seems to believe their culprit is a man. That does narrow it down.
There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
Get it? Get it? See? Because he takes their eyes? It's clever.
This has to be a prank.
Nia, why?
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed. In other words,
Please be true.
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
I mean, how difficult would it be to just predict that the sort of person who goes around stealing people's eyes while they're still alive is not going to be satisfied with a single moida?
yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
You know, it's a good thing this road has literally no turns or any other traffic, or we definitely would have hit something by
Good
now.
luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
And she looks at me, and I look
I
at
don't
him,
know.
and he looks at me. Meow. God, it looks so wrong without those just, like, trailing lights behind it. Alright. Here comes the painful part of the investigation. Hello, Ota.
Date.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah. I just found out online.
Oh boy. You know, I do appreciate you clearly labeling yourself across your chest like that. It makes life much easier.
The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
Yeah, it was.
Just no subtlety, just yep. Yep, that horrible murder was in fact someone you care about.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom.
Sans one eye and a whole lot of blood. I'm still thinking about the fact that they found that ice pick lodged in the corpse's eye socket. Even though the order of events was, you know, eye removal, then stabbing, with the same instruments. So the culprit would have had to, return it back where it was after the moida. And I don't understand why.
And I just left her.
Your eye is very shiny, Date.
But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother.
So as long as it's not someone you care about, you're fine with it, is that it? Every time Date shows up on screen, the temperature drops 20 degrees.
I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Alright, why did we come here again? Yeah, let's check up on Charlie. A potted plant.
Date, look! A little stink bug.
Oh god, where?
Yay! A stink bug.
Emma has the tendency to get excited about bugs. That's her gimmick now. Alright. That's the reception desk. I've seen many reception desks in my day, so I know. What's on TV?
Oh, that's Rundoer.
Who is that?
Rundoer's video is playing. Does vending machine work? A lot of different drinks are in the vending machine. That doesn't answer my question, game. Lots of magazines on that rack. Featured How to Get Rich with Cryptocurrency. I'll definitely be picking that one. Date! Date, no, you fool! The market crashed like a year ago! What the hell is wrong with you? This monitor isn't even turned on. Yeah, when they say there's nothing on TV, that's generally not what they mean.
One more bowl, please.
That would be soba.
Oi, puns. It's a picture, but I wouldn't call it art.
That one is called Lying, Wishing, Marking Demons.
Incomprehensible abstract painting is on display. God, you're so short. Why are you so short? They feeding you properly, boy? Girl with the big tits sitting behind the counter. Yes, that's what I've decided to call her. Not her face, of course.
Iris? You mean Asit?
Oh god. Why is everyone in this building like this?
She's recording a podcast in the underground studio.
As if there were any negative stereotypes about her she didn't live
If
up
you need
to.
her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
Oh,
You get asked out a
Farts.
lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Oh, thank you.
Every time she speaks, it's like someone's clawing directly at my eardrums.
But despite my looks, I am a bit too old to be an idol. I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
I was totally gonna call something over 40.
You're kidding.
She is, isn't she?
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive.
Yeah, that's Date for you.
You're an alpha type, aren't you?
Don't say that.
I kinda like that.
And I kinda like you.
Oh, but there is one little thing you should know about me.
Alright. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Is she a lesbian? Is she taken? Vote now on your phones.
I'm a reptilian.
I mean, that was also an option.
Is that going to be a problem?
Honestly, probably not.
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien.
I mean, Reptilicus is silly, but he really
They are
illustrates
said
the
to be
great array of
shapeshifters
monsters
that
all
take
over the
on human
place.
form.
Not just in Japan, but across the planet.
Yeah, that is definitely gonna be a problem.
Oh, too bad.
Hey, girl with the big tits.
Excuse me?
Shit, I said it to her face.
I want to run away and never look back.
Unfortunately, Aiba, you do not have any limbs. Alright, that bit's over. Oda, are you still part of this game for some reason? It's Oda. It's still Oda. This, on the other hand, is Oda. Ota. If you look backwards, it could be Otto, but it's actually Oda. So how are you?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a doujin store to look at the new releases.
Are doujin stores really a thing? I was under the impression most doujins were like, you know, just sort of special publications, either, you know, just purely online or just sold at Comic Head or something. Am I wrong? I mean, I could be wrong, it wouldn't be the first time.
And I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life.
Ota, you're a detective, you don't get normal days. So, how's Mizuki?
Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
I mean, Mizuki always seems like she's angry with everything, though, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
That's right. He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
I mean, we all question sometimes at that age, Date, no reason to be ashamed.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Questioning? That sounds dirty. If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
I mean, Date, look at him. Wearing a video game controller as a belt, you can't trust people like that.
I don't know anything.
That's exactly what I'd expect somebody who knows something to say.
I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
A likely story.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Maybe we'll have to hear the rest of your story down at the station.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body.
This feels OP.
This is his current body temperature.
If you look closely, the marks on his face kind of look like a smiley.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall.
That's a $10 million facial expression right there.
You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Okay.
Bloggen Vajival Noge. Alright, you might try that again?
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket,
Like you do.
and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Like he does.
Was he alone?
Enhance.
Someone was with him.
Enhance. Of course, he can't lie if he doesn't actually say anything. It really... Why did you do that? Why is that a thing you do? Why is that even an option? Designed this.
A man.
Enhance.
No.
Okay, game, you've made your point.
A woman.
You know, the show-offy special effects don't really seem to be contributing anything here.
Okay, look. I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Okay, so what was Iris?
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Is that suspicious? I mean, they were in the same place. They did, you know, work for the same company. Iris used to work as a maid at that maid cafe, which he also owned. Depending on what time of night, maybe.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess.
I mean, not from you, there wasn't.
You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. But Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
You said you saw them going out of the building, right? That's fairly obviously, like, not the moment of the murder, then. Sunfish Pocket is where we found the body.
She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
Yeah, about that.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me.
My eyes, I need to read the text. My eye. Bleh. Okay, if I lower my facial expression like this, I can at least keep the thumb out of my eyes. That's something.
The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
A savior, huh? Much ado,
First
savior.
time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block.
Okay, I assumed it was like a building fire or something. Shows what I know.
And I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. And it was the lowest point of my life.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing.
By pure chance, I found the video of this idol doing idol shit. It was unprecedented.
And it made me realize something important.
The true meaning of Christmas.
You don't have to care what people think, you know?
Yeah, that too. Case that's idol stepping like a madwoman over there, good lord.
If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have. After that, I became a huge A-Set fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired.
I love that story.
A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down. So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Hey, yeah, pump the brakes, kid. Let's actually talk about what's actually happening.
But do you suspect her?
Not really.
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
This does not work in real life, by the way. As a general rule, the circumstances in which you should be talking to the police is never. They don't gotta actually listen to you.
But
Unless they have something they want to use you for, you know?
Do it for Iris.
Do it for her. Alright, what time was this? That seems like the important bit. I say is over. UI proceeds to Mike Wazowski pour Oda. Hey Set, look! I'm in a video game! Alright, this is important, try to remember.
around 6:15, I guess.
Okay, I don't remember the time of death, so this doesn't actually help us any.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
What did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved.
That's convenient. Given that we found the body there later, I would assume the culprit did that. Is the culprit someone with money? How much would it cost to rent out an entire maid cafe?
I figured I would just go home.
I mean, that place was owned by the owner of Hololive equivalent. So I'd imagine it was a decent chunk of change.
What happened?
What happened? Preach chunk.
Date.
Don't look at me like that.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
We'll hear your story down at the station. As soon as the game decides to load. Here we are. 8:23 p.m. We've been out here questioning people all the livelong day. No, you amateurs, you gotta have a bright light shining directly in her eyes so she can't focus. Ain't you ever seen a movie before? Alright, what do you got for me?
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions.
What color is my underwear?
Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent. You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth. And I would appreciate your cooperation.
I mean, we probably don't actually need it, but you know. It'd be nice. It'd just be nice. Alright. What do you got for me? Iris looks nervous. It's understandable, of course. After suddenly being taken to a place like this. Alright. Do I want to play this good cop or bad cop? Not that any of these questions are really good cop or bad cop questions. I guess let's just rip the band-aid off before anything else.
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes?
Wubba-dubba-dub, is that true? Yes.
Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket. ASAP.
ASAP, you bet.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history.
That's not a thing you're actually allowed to do.
At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
And what were the two of you doing?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
A jorb.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there. But the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come.
Kumakuras were totally elsewhere. You know, my gut is telling me this whole story was probably some sort of setup. To what end, I'm not quite sure.
But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before.
Never even on a collab? God. Extra horizons, lady.
Especially with important people being there.
So what happened then?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura. At 6:15 p.m.
He keeps moving his hand like he's adjusting his tie, but he doesn't actually have a tie to adjust. That's weird. You're weird, my good man.
That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Aiba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true.
Alright, the important question, do you have an alibi?
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
I mean, knowing whether you were at home at a certain time strikes me as less suspicious. Though of course I'm guessing this is going to be followed up with, is there anyone who can prove that? No.
Aiba, thermograph.
Enhance.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
Enhance.
She isn't lying.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed a lot because I got a phone call, didn't hear anything after we talked to the big titty receptionist, so what have I missed? First off, it's big tit T with T's, not D's. Also, we saw, well, Ota saw A-Set talking to Okiura like about 6:15 before the Moida at Sunfish Pocket. That is, of course, before the murder, so it's not really inherently suspicious. The thing that's jumped out at me most thus far is that the entirety of Sunfish Pocket was allegedly rented out. Given that we found the body there, like, 1 to 3 hours later, that would be a concern. So either the culprit comes from money or somehow Renju was convinced to be an accomplice for his own murder. Probably unwittingly, given, Either way, that does suggest something.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
I mean, she's a VTuber, that's basically the same thing.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris' story is true, she couldn't have done it.
Of course, do we have any witnesses?
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
We know the body was moved.
You mean...
Yeah. When in doubt, get witnesses.
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Of course.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah,
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris's mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Oh, how deep does this rabbit hole go?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
My god,
However,
Hitomi
we
killed
have
him.
nothing to link her to the case.
As revenge for that time he refused to let her borrow his eraser. Of course, it all makes sense now.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
Okay. You used to work at that place, right?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, would you consider 4 barrels equipment? The surveillance camera.
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
You are awfully calm about all this.
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do?
I mean, it really was fairly inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. As far as we know. Dun dun dun.
I had a podcast to record this morning, so... if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
Alright, all flags set, get out. I set all the flags, get out of my sight. Very
Am I a suspect?
interesting.
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday. But... how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point.
Does she now? You know... it's really weird that that's a thing you know would matter in this murder. You get it?
A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible.
Yeah, anybody can strangle anybody as long as they've got, you know, a length of rope. Which is, in fact, what happened.
You see.
Iris could have killed Renju because... I mean, he was sedated too.
The autopsy discovered a high concentration of benzodiazepine in Renju's body.
Gesundheit.
This drug is commonly used as a sedative. It is likely that Renju was in a state of compromised consciousness before his death.
Yes, I would like to select that, thank you.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died.
Renju in a coma. I know. That is serious, so I wouldn't want anything to happen to her. Do-do-do-do-do.
He wouldn't have struggled.
Don't bother struggling. You're already dead.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
But that's not what she was referring to, was it?
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
Okay, I'm tired of dancing around this. How do you know how do you know there's a rest of it, huh? Lady? It's not the sort of thing they would have talked about on the news, and they sure as hell wouldn't have shown crime scene photos.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds.
Okay, I was too short. That's not gonna affect her calculus that much.
Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone. But with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
Whoa, technology.
Ingenuity?
Alright, Renju's weight, the elevator record, the oil drum.
Renju's corpse was discovered at the maid cafe Sunfish Pocket,
Oh, the irony.
hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire. He was found over the counter.
I wonder if the drugs was given were also dealt
The
over the
wire was
counter.
attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The other end was attached to beer kegs found on the floor.
I think this is where I'm going with this.
The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid. They weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
I'm pretty sure they were brought in from outside, so they should still factor into our weight calculations.
It went like this.
So here's how it happened.
First, Renju was laid out on the counter.
It would also take some doing, but it wouldn't have been impossible. Over the counter Renju's. Yeah, you know, Renju addiction is a really severe social issue nowadays. Big Pharma should really be held accountable for stuff like this.
Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in its jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each.
So 160 plus open parenthesis 55 times 3 close parenthesis.
But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
Plus whatever the weight of that empty keg was, or that empty barrel I should say. It's too large to be a keg.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then, what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
You get some nice alliteration.
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible.
I mean, the fact that they used the kegs at all is suspicious. But, Iris, everyone I know has a big butt. Tell me about your big butt.
But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him.
So, he owned a car.
If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
All you'd need to do was put that barrel on a trolley.
How?
There we are. Don't even need to look at it. It's could have something to do with it. I need more to support my theory. I mean, like the fact that the watch was found inside? God, I'm good at this. We didn't have the budget for watch physics.
Do you know what this is?
It appears to be a watch of some sort. Man, really a sobering reminder of just how suddenly something you really loved and cherished can be stolen away from you, all at once. I really liked that watch.
It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
No, he can't, boss. He's a hard-boiled cop on the edge who doesn't play by the rules.
What are you trying to say?
Honestly, at this point, I'm not sure.
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What?
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off.
It was a pretty insecure watch in that case.
But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure. Just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive.
I mean, it was the middle of, like, pretty late in the day, right? And in Japan, on top of that, all you would have had to do is figure out the gas and the brakes.
Even an AI can drive nowadays.
I mean, not, you know, well, but...
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me.
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
Date is a crazy person. That's our cover story. Alright. Do we have a trigger to pull here, or is this where we end?
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case.
Do these numbers work out? I can barely count, but thank you for the hydrate, Nana. And the stretch. Alright. Up we go.
If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
Alright, come on, team. I've been rambling about this all day.
Sunfish Pocket is located on the second floor. According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, the elevator stopped on the second floor only once.
I did say I thought the culprit was a bit on the scrawny side.
At 8:55 p.m.
Just with really basic back of the cocktail napkin math.
The total weight detected in the elevator was approximately 310 pounds.
With 3 pieces of evidence in total, there are others. Guess the barrels are the kegs. Keg is a type of barrel, but never ye mind. We're just taken from the inside. I guess it makes sense that there's a keg in a cafe. Still seems a meh.
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
Alright, now you're just making fun of the poor girl.
On the second floor?
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once. At 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds.
Now, children, can you count to 310?
Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310,
This doesn't look good.
Can't imagine there's all that many other people connected to our 2 victims who weigh this exact number.
now this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer.
But the law of conservation of detail indicates...
A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs. To throw us off the trail. However...
You go down to the... Fruit, you're gonna go insane,
Date,
Date.
stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
Stop.
Why not?
Stop.
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall.
Stop. And green light.
There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod.
If you have 2 weapons, show the enemy 1, huh?
I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
Look at this photograph. Alright, what am I looking at?
She's fidgeting around. Is she doing something under the desk?
Oh god. Iris,
That's
not in
what it
public.
looks like. But we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she's in fact doing something under the desk.
Can you please stop talking about doing things under the desk?
Without turning around?
Yes.
How would I do that?
Alright, computer. Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
Ah, shit.
What have we here? Oh, Ota, you're the most predictable
Iris,
human
what are
being
you
in the
thinking?
world.
What is that thing? Hey, answer me, Iris.
Tell me where
She's
the bomb
definitely hiding
is!
Something, Date.
Damn it!
Sync with her.
Alright, we're going in. So do we have to get parental permission for this one too?
Medication is working perfectly.
Yeah, sure, just let the police drug people, it'll be fine.
Date? Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up,
I know.
then let's begin.
Right? Will we be able to find the secret doohickey again? I sure hope so. Lala! I can see time! Alright, what now? Game? There we are. Actually, there's a window. I can't tell if this is not what I expected the inside of Aset's mind to look like, or
What is this
exactly
place?
what I expected the inside of Aset's mind to look like.
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
Look at that television.
Somnium scan! Activate!
Alright, what do we gotta get out of this one? Excuse me. Man, they do say there's nothing good on TV. Seek a way out. Sinking in the vein. Discover Iris's secrets. Mysterious room videos and a strange device. You may be able to find the truth. I know it seems a bit early in the game for that. Alright. So we can either look at the blood or watch the moida. There's some doors. There's a television. That's all I can see from this angle. Chat, I'm at a bit of a loss. Do we have any opinions re what angle we should attack this from? Both of these seem like they'd get us something important. But what is a question for another day? I want to watch the murder. Alright. Alright, television, tell me your secrets. You know, Iris strikes me as the sort of person who'd play a lot of retro games on her stream. When in doubt, use violence.
Fixing it by hitting it is an old-fashioned approach.
Well, this is an old-fashioned object, so...
Got that a suit rat? Oh my god, Suit Rat is dead! Oh, the huge manatee. Ah, rats.
What was that just now?
A child's drawing of a rat.
Iris must have drawn it.
Now it's covered in blood.
It is not yet possible to determine that. Let's continue the investigation. There is much to interact with.
Well, everything is on fire now. Alright. We have now looked at the blood. R.I.P. for Pizza Subway Rat. Here lies Chuck E. Cheese. Alright, what now? There's a mirror. There's a gun. Still that set of doors over there. There's a medical shelf. I mean, the gun seems like an obvious lead-in. Whatever we gotta do, we probably gotta use the gun to do it.
A revolver.
Of course. It was Colonel Mustard with the revolver in the dining hall.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Oh dear. Well, we're probably gonna need to use it on something else.
It is fixed with a vice and cannot move.
Of course.
Can you loosen it?
Impossible.
Is there some kind of meaning to it?
Alright, what's on that medicine shelf? 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I have to play with you.
I see many objects in the room.
Yeah, the TV went pretty well the first time. The frog?
It appears to be a frog. A child's painting.
A frog is a wee beast with 4 legs.
Hope it's not dangerous, or you might croak.
Get out.
Was that supposed to be funny?
No, I was just thinking about the meaning of the painting.
Yes, meditate on the purpose of the
There does not
artwork.
appear to be a particular meaning.
I agree.
Minutes, Date.
A shelf. Various things have been placed on it.
Various things? I love various things. I didn't mean to do that just yet. But hey, everyone's dead now. And in the end, isn't that what really matters in life?
The explosions appear to have stopped.
The explosions made the room change.
Now there's a hook.
This is a dangerous dream, but we must continue.
Alright. Blew up a frog. Good job, team. Alright, what next? There's the last TV. We seem to have established a pattern here. There's an operating table, a mirror, another television. Next thing has to be with the butterfly TV. That would make sense. But what can we do with it from here?
An analog TV.
Would it be as simple as just punching it again? Can't imagine.
Understood.
Stop laughing at me.
What was that? That was creepy.
I nearly pissed my pants.
Tear and stab it. Anything on this upper table?
An operating table.
It's no good. We're gonna have to operate.
Surgery? For whom?
Just act it out.
Act it out? This is not a children's playtime.
And yet the television is there. And so are you, you big baby.
Memory.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to take that funny bone out of you, Dot. You've gone too far this time.
I feel like I'm on a medical dragon team.
I knew it. Alright, this seems straightforward enough.
Something has spawned.
Oh god, more enemies. Look at that fucking bird. And there's a gas canister. There's another television.
Retro TV.
You can't just hit it again. Maybe something with the gas canister? Don't think this was here
common
earlier.
Gas canister.
When in doubt.
It's rusted busted shut. I cannot open it.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
Does that make sense?
You have 1 minute left.
I'm not clear. Oh boy, I was getting to be afraid of this.
Just a locker.
There's nothing in here, is there?
I saw light reflected for a moment. It is some type of metal. I cannot determine more.
Metal? Be careful, Iba.
Understood.
Can't possibly imagine this game being nice
Just a
enough
locker.
to... give me an opportunity to finish all this.
That was close. If this were the Delta Princess, I would have been stabbed.
I get it.
Why was it booby-trapped?
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me to examine the knife?
Good idea.
We're taking our
Doctor, you've
sweet
got less than 30
time with this one.
The knife that flew out of the locker.
Now we're almost dead, we might as well gamble.
It cannot be pushed in any further. The knife that flew out of the...
Alright. Well, you know, part of the reason I put off playing this game so long is because I was sure I would hate this mode. It's nice to know the game is doing nothing to dissuade me.
No, I do not.
But why must I commit seppuku?
In this foreign land, I believed it to be the only course of action.
I refuse.
Do you wish to speak a haiku in your final breath?
Your samurai impression is ridiculous and inaccurate. Stop that.
That's racist. I know you're Japanese, but that's still really racist.
Is this Somnium starting to get to you, Date?
I'm my usual self.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the problem. But in any case, I will not do it.
I bet don't steal my jokes.
Date, we're out of time.
Gee, thanks, Iba, you're so helpful.
Damn, what the hell is this place?
Oh boy, you all looking forward to doing all that shit again? Cause I'm not. Okay, it's back in already. Do we got a do-over? Unfortunately. I would have loved an excuse to give up a long playthrough at this point.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date.
Can I
Hurry.
just open the fucking... Where is this thing? Even leave off. Here we are, operating
An
table.
operating table.
Just get it over with.
Search
Just
acted out.
in my...
Yeah, my time's not worth anything, game, don't you? Never you mind. Yep. Fantastic game design, as expected from an industry veteran. Don't touch
feel like
me.
I'm on a...
Eat shit, butterfly. This is why no one liked you.
Something has spawned.
Yep, just mash like your life depends on it.
Want to check it out?
I know where is that. Gas canister. There's the locker.
Just a locker.
$7.20. Yeah, sure, this'll be fine.
That was close.
Why was it
I do not.
good idea?
Well, only one option here we haven't picked yet.
The knife that flew out of.
Alright, can you at least do this
Like
much
this?
for us? There
What?
we go.
I only threw it lightly.
Just clipped right through. No, you see, it's fun. They're in a dream world, so it's okay if it looks like a crappy video game. Of course, the question the game expects us to be asking is, what does all this, like, you know,
Drum, television, and torso.
symbolize?
I think I understand. I'm starting to see the picture.
Finally catching up, Date?
I do not yet understand it.
Alright, lock 3 unlocked. Alright, what have we not interacted with here? Can't be the television itself. Also, we still haven't, like, seen... It's a reference book. Gotta shoot and kill. I don't know, our victim? No, that makes it... Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. This isn't gonna hit anything if we do it, like, from here, though.
Just try it.
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
Damn it, Iba, do you not have any sense of pattern recognition whatsoever?
As I thought, this will not work.
We need a bullet.
Great. Alright. I at least want to, like, find our collectible if they're gonna be jerking us around this long.
It appears to be a butterfly reference book with pictures.
Alright, eeny, meeny, miny, you.
This is a reference book of butterflies and moths.
So I've gathered.
Is it irises?
Unknown. There is no name written on it. A butterfly
1 minute left.
Get out of here.
Go fly!
It disappeared. Like in quantum mechanics. When you touch a wall, your hand has an almost impossibly small chance of going through.
In this Somnium, it appears such phenomena will happen regularly.
Is Iris familiar with quantum mechanics?
I don't think that's how it
I
works.
don't believe so.
Alright. And here's the drum.
An oil.
Alright, and we can't interact with anything
use.
here in
I
anything
cannot take it off.
meaningful capacity.
Maybe we don't have to open it.
Date, you've got less than 30
An oil
seconds.
drop.
There's no way this is going to work.
don't think I can make it fall over.
Is it just heavy or is it built into the floor? What could be inside?
Unknown. An oil drum.
Alright, might as well at least see. This is it. Oh god, whatever it is, it's so grody they had to censor it.
Ugh.
That's nasty.
What does this mean? Bullets?
Well, we found them at
Maybe you
least.
can use them in that gun?
Date,
Damn!
Yep. This is gonna be the entire stream, isn't it? Just us trying to brute force puzzles literally designed without logic on purpose. Oh, fuck, I'm going back to the beginning. I want my time back. Yeah, that's gonna take longer, but you know what? He doesn't respect my time, I don't respect your time. Everyone here hates everyone else. Yes, we get it. We fucking...
what is this?
Who the hell designs a game without a skip text button in the year of our Lord 2022? Can we go now? Hey, I don't hate anyone except Oda.
A CR
Just get it over
fixing
with.
it by hitting it.
Does this mean we're allowed to leave now? Curious if there's anything behind these
A double
doors.
door.
Probably not, but I want to at least
Hi-ya!
find out. Plus, this has a decently short timer, so in the long run, this is going to save us time by
Stop
burning
that. You're not helping.
this penalty item. Okay, there's objectively nothing there.
I see many objects.
Investigate the bottles. So we've been over it. Unlocked, blew up a frog.
5 minutes left, Date.
It's a reference book, here's our operating table. Yep. Absolutely riveting gameplay. It's like replaying escape rooms in the first Zero Escape over and over again, except somehow less interesting. Alright, are we done with this one now? Right now they're right here with a decent amount of time left. Curious why this mirror is even
A
here.
full body mirror. Are you sure I can break this mirror?
Nope,
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
you can't break these cuffs.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
I think I've been asking a lot this episode.
Full I see my reflection.
I don't say.
Really?
What could this mean?
Your reflection should be the figure I'm thinking of. So, what is your true form?
Whatever you imagine. My appearance is nothing but a vessel.
So your spirit is your true form.
4 minutes.
A full body me. Aiba, what are you doing in a place like this?
God, this bit is just so funny to Koshi, isn't
taking care
it?
of Date. He's so troublesome. Oh, I understand. He can't do anything without you, can he? Yeah.
Cut it out!
Okay, so the mirror is objectively
3 minutes,
worthless. Where is our shiny object?
An oil.
They might be used for something. Let's keep them.
Don't see it anywhere. Oh well. Guess
A
who
revolver.
doesn't care anymore?
It appears that way.
Can we use the bullets we found earlier?
Fuck you, television. No one even owns you anymore. We didn't have the budget to
This could
animate them
work.
loading a gun
I'll try
either.
shooting it.
Stay on target. Stay on target. Stay on friggin' target. Boop. R.I.P. Mr. Mittens. He died as he lived. Just kinda smiling like a dope. Excuse me. I hate the sound design in this scene. Can we leave now? I really desperately hope that was an abnormally bad Somnium, cause, I don't know if I have it in me to do any more of those. Kill everyone in this room. Alright, yep, can we get to something that matters again?
What happened during that Somnium?
We solved it and it told us literally nothing. That's a waste of time.
We saw the whole thing on the monitor.
But we're just as confused as you are.
Well, upon further reflection, it is not so strange. Dreams are developed outside of our conscious will. When you sink into Somnium, there is no guarantee of what you will discover.
When you get right down to it, the entire concept of syncing is kind of useless. Why did we build a game around this?
What about the figure?
Could have been Iris herself.
With that chest? I don't think so.
That is a possibility. The sinker sees the subject's dream from the third person.
That means that Iris... She must have met Sejima somewhere.
That is our one big takeaway.
We did see Congressman Sejima in there.
We saw that shadow kiss him, too.
Did that happen in reality?
Not necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celebrities and porn stars, right?
The first part, yes, but the second part, no.
You sure about that?
Totally sensible conversation to be having right now.
Anyway, you know what I mean.
2 people have died, you two.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like TV or movies.
Even if the figure was supposed to be Iris, her smooch in Somnium does not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
It is, however, obscenely creepy and very suggestive.
You can't use the word smooch.
Why not?
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right, because So is a celebrity of sorts. It's possible she just saw him on TV or online.
So is there literally any useful information in this whatsoever? That's a no, isn't it? We were silent for a time. The game just demonstrated that very well. I'm not sure why I felt the need to explain it to you. While I was deep in my thoughts, I heard a pewter speak. Another thing the game's about to demonstrate.
Date, Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I gave my short reply and headed to the sync room next door. Alright.
Putting me to sleep when I wasn't expecting it?
Are you going to, actually cooperate now that we've cleared some event flags, or is this entire plot thread a dead end?
You cops are more rough than I thought.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't you?
You forced me to sign it.
We're the good guys.
Anyway, Iris, I have some things I want to ask you.
What?
Alright, Sync Machine, you ugly bastard. I'm learning to loathe you. So, how you feeling?
I'm okay. Normal, I guess. Why? Did you do something that would make me sick?
I just took a peek inside your head is all.
Inside my head?
I could talk.
Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
You haven't?
That's most people, I would imagine.
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
So, about what you were talking about with Oda earlier.
Iris, let me ask one thing. The message Ota sent you on Nile.
Yep, that thing that happened a few minutes ago.
I won't tell anyone about that thing.
You know, that thing.
What is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
I mean, I'd love to.
Aiba, Ota's phone is still broken, right? But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
With the same number?
Yes.
All you have to do is swap cards out, it's not that hard.
Call it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date, where are you? Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
You're not at home, are you?
Got it. Wait right there, I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes?
If you want me to talk, release her.
Oh, Ota, you have the IQ of a particularly challenged lump of pond scum.
Criminal Procedure Law number 198. Persons may refuse to heed a summons or leave the supervision of the police at any time unless they are arrested or detained. Tessa isn't a suspect.
That is officially no longer true.
According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest. You haven't issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right? So if you don't release her right now, you are violating the law.
Damn.
Do we have a deal? You want my testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
Oh, only just starting? Wow.
So, what are you going to do?
Shit.
Yes, we're going.
Iris, come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Yeah, telepathically.
You know, normal person stuff.
I have special powers. Anyway, let's go.
Alright. Let's roll. I guess, or something, I don't know. Well, at least we didn't just let Iris go after seeing multiple dead bodies inside her headspace. That was the thing I was totally expecting.
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
Ota, I want to agree with you for the only time in this game, but you have the most punchable face.
Maybe not, but you better keep your promise.
Alright, before anything else, I want to make sure we never have to do that again. Now, what in God's name are you up to?
So let's hear it.
No lead in. Tired of dealing with you.
What is that thing?
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
Absolutely not.
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah, and?
I want you to take a good look at it.
Could you be any worse at lying?
The photo.
Yes, the photo.
Date, I'm so mad you fell for that. Well, you're never going to see the outside of a jail cell again, you realize that, right? No, that was a whole chapter to itself, wasn't it? Oh boy. Fun times for everyone.
Head's pounding.
And now we're awake, sure, why not?
What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m.
At least we got some nice jazzy tunes to accompany our severe concussion.
You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Should probably talk to a doctor about that.
Ota got me, didn't he?
did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Bastard. Why did he do that?
Guess you could call this a walk of shame.
I don't know, but afterward,
If
he
you
ran
wanted
off
everyone to
twice.
hate you.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
They didn't say anything helpful, did they?
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Oda never leaves the house and has no friends. It's gonna be a very limited area of the number of places he could have gone.
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head.
And of course they were.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Yeah, you put on an embarrassing showing the past hour and change.
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Here we go. Well, that's inconvenient.
Iris.
Who even installs these sorts of giant rotary saws in this day and age?
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
That was easy.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Okiura is Renju's last name, since I'm absolutely certain at least some of you have forgotten. But never mind that, cause gas, we gotta step on the gas, you know, down. I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms, and the weakness in my knees, and the weight on my arms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream. I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. God, how long is this drive?
That sick bastard.
Da bears. Yeah, choop. Jump. The killer in a polar bear suit was a pretty major point of the game's promotional imagery. For those of you who are confused by how not confused I am,
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Stay away away from Tessa!
And he's dead.
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
Please, please let me make it in time.
The costume does look incredibly clunky. Be like stabbing someone to death while dressed as Godzilla or something. And here we are. Pismo Beach and all the clams we can eat. Nice pop slide. Okay, he's only mostly dead. That's better than I was expecting.
You okay?
You have lost a lot of blood, though, my good man.
Date.
Where did they go?
Through the back door.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
They could have easily escaped.
Don't worry. Iris is alive.
Hey, we're like twinsies
Backup is
now.
en route to this location. Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
There's no good reason the culprit would have hung around. Mind ya. The next morning.
Any traces of the culprit?
We wouldn't possibly be that lucky.
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras.
Man, why do we even pay for those things?
They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
There's an awful lot of weights in this game. Anyway, I think that's where we're gonna call it for the night. That seems like as good a dropping off point as I expect we'll be getting in a good long while. Not even leading us off with any funny lines. The one time I actually want it. Well, we've certainly made some amount of progress, I guess. I think. Maybe. I don't know. What I do know is that VTubers are murderers. You'd think the case would have finally slotted into place as soon as we realized that. Can't believe the killer was a furry. I mean, a VTuber furry, honestly, what's the difference at this point? Anyway, I'm going to stop streaming now. Next time the Somnium Files, I guess we're going to have to talk about polar bears. And also find out who stabbed Oda. Presumably so we can give them a medal. Good night, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.